Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Doctor Who. Last time on Doctor Who, we had Empress of Mars, where the Doctor, Bill and Nardole, went to Mars in 1881 because there were humans on Mars in 1881 who were helping one of the Ice Warriors. Unbeknownst to them, however, they were actually helping him to free the Ice Queen, basically. And then there was a whole bunch of shenanigans. Some wars were started, some wars were ended, and then it all wound out to be pretty good. Yeah, which is basically every Doctor Who episode. Shenanigans happens, maybe a war happens or two, and then ends, and then everything's alright. Yeah. But the one big takeaway at the end was that Nardole had to free Missy from the vault in order to get her help in fixing the TARDIS and getting back to Mars, and she did. Like, she actually helped him. And they went back to Mars, and she was in the TARDIS, and the Doctor's like, what's going on here? And she was like, Doctor, are you okay? And he was like, yeah? So, yeah. That was basically that. It's at this point that I realize that my camera is ungodly crooked, so I'm going to have to get up and fix that before we start the episode. This is also where I say that no spoilers, I guess. Yeah. For a second I was about to go through the whole highlight spiel, but we don't really have to do that anymore, so yeah. So, how about we go ahead and get started on this episode of Doctor Who, and I will go ahead and hop up and fix the camera, because, oh my god, this is ungodly crooked. Yeah, let's do that.
If you stay out here listening to ghosts, they will come out of the hill and eat you.
Nah.
They won't. They will, and I'll get the blame. Now, come on.
Ghosts don't really need sustenance. It's not ghosts, is it? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, what's going on here? Why is there a TARDIS carved into the rock?
I read the book. I loved the book. I read everything.
They disappeared.
Except they didn't.
They were annihilated in battle.
Then where's the big pile of bodies?
That's a good point.
I don't know.
I'll meet you back here with a Roman soldier.
Yeah, but seriously, second class? Yeah, it's a long story. Come on.
It'd be funny if Bill found Rory. It's just there. They weirdly, like, jumped back to that timeline somehow. Also, so we're just not continuing with Missy.
I honor you, Mother. I honor you, Mother.
Well, this looks sad.
I honor all our dead.
Okay. That ain't no Roman. Then don't trip. Why do people always trip? Ah, you trip too. Way to blow it. Oh, great. And you fell in a hole. This is just not a good day.
Well, they don't talk in the future. Of course they do. Human beings just stopped having intelligent conversations with them.
Tuh.
And they all took a bit of a huff.
Wow.
Crows in the future are all in a huff. Of course they are. Haven't you noticed that noise they make? It's like a mass suck. Come on. The sooner we get there, the sooner we'll know the answer.
That's hilarious.
I know, but you're speaking English.
What's English?
What you're speaking in?
You're speaking Latin.
No.
That's Latin. You just said that in Latin.
Yeah.
Ah, it's the Doctor. Or the TARDIS, or both. Something telepathic.
Wow, only now is she realizing the TARDIS translates.
Are you from the Ninth Legion?
Yes.
Nah. He looks like
Where have
Mickey.
you been?
What could do that?
Complete and total absence of any kind of sunlight.
Huh.
Death by Scotland.
No.
No.
It should
No.
take decades.
No.
This happened a short while ago. Whatever it is, it's close by. We need to find Bill.
Stay where you are!
Okay, that's not good.
So what was it like, this monster?
I don't know. But we deserted. We were the ones who couldn't face it.
Nah.
Roman soldiers don't run.
Yeah.
And we did. What?
Yeah, that's how bad it is. Oh, no running now. Oh god, it's got tentacle hentai! We gotta stop meeting like this. Oh!
Would you like some popcorn? Won't take me a jiffy to make.
What are you doing?
I'm ingratiating myself.
Stop it, it's nauseating.
No.
No charm.
I'm against it.
No charm.
Against charm.
Yeah, we...
I destroyed the Roman army.
Really? What? You? Just on your own? That's quite a trick.
No.
I'm the gatekeeper.
Gatekeeper? What gate?
Where's the keykeeper?
Where are you?
What kind of a gate is that? And what's on the other side? And
Yeah.
yes, you're absolutely right.
Right.
I am extremely quick. Listen, you are all very, very angry.
Who wants popcorn?
Really, you're just very scared. But for now, would you mind awfully all just jumping out of your skins and allowing Ardell and I to escape in the confusion?
Who
Yeah.
are you?
Wait for
Let me
it.
explain.
Yeet! Time to get out of there. Great use of popcorn, I like it. Whoa! Is he just gonna go in? Whoop!
The human ship was called the Mari Celeste? Anyway, the Enzomedans assumed that any species they
What the hell?
encountered would commute. So, you're back! They said you would probably never come back.
No.
I was in there for seconds.
2 days.
2 days. Okay.
Yeah, don't worry, Bill. Lucius will look after you.
Shut up, Cornelius.
Yeah.
Lucius,
I was thinking that
right.
too.
Listen, there's, something I should explain.
What?
Bill, I don't think they're gonna get it.
Difficult idea. I don't like men that way. Only women.
Oh, all right. Yeah, I got it. You like Vitus then?
Oh.
What?
He only likes men.
Some men. Better looking men than you, Lucius.
No.
I don't think it's narrow-minded. I think it's fine. You know what you like.
Well, isn't this all very...
No.
Hey, not everyone has to be modern. I think it's really sweet that you're so restricted.
Restricted.
Cheers.
We can be friends though. It did save your life. That means we're friends forever.
That's hilarious. They say, oh, she's kind of narrow-minded because of that.
So you thought the Eater of Light could destroy a whole Roman army?
It did.
A
Yeah.
whole Roman army.
But at what
could
cost?
weaken or kill the beast.
Yes.
Well, it didn't work.
Yeah.
You got a whole Roman legion slaughtered, and you made the deadliest creature on this planet very, very cross indeed. To protect a muddy little hillside, you doomed your whole world.
Jeez. He's being very harsh this episode.
You're calling us cowards. Carry on. We already ran away, we know.
You're not cowards. You're scared.
Well,
Scared is fine. Scared
it's
is
human. Yeah.
I'm going up there to find my friend. And if you come with me, I can't promise that you won't all die.
Yeah.
But I can promise you this. You won't all die in a hole in the ground.
Very uplifting.
Barbarians. Right up there, up above us. Are you sure your friend will be with them?
Yeah.
Oh.
Basically, he always ends up being boss of the locals.
Nah.
Usually by knowing them.
So they dug they're right under where the barbarians are. Oh, yeah. Barbarians.
Let's go.
Well, easy. Oh, dang it. Oh, there goes the light. Close the thing. Oh, come on. Oof.
Now he's wondering why.
You speak Latin?
I don't.
Ah.
Neither do I.
You sound like children.
You sound like children too.
You all do.
Is this what
Yeah.
happens? You can understand what everyone in the universe is saying. Everybody just sounds like children.
No.
No exceptions.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Not you.
Yeah.
Okay. Kids, pay attention.
That's really interesting. I would have never thought they would have never had the ability to communicate.
You can carry on slaughtering each other till no one is left standing. Or you grow the hell up!
Ugh.
Because there's a new war now. If it helps, I do have a plan.
No. Ugh. Got that smile going. I do like the Doctor kind of having to be like their father in this. Like, he has to treat them like a strict parent.
Sorry?
Uh-oh. Uh-oh, it's coming. There it is! Alright, good job.
Keep it here. We're gonna hold it here till sunrise.
Oh my gosh.
Give me your weapon.
What are you doing?
This is the clever bit.
Well, tell me.
The gate has to be guarded. There's no other way. The trouble is, human lifespans. They're tiny. They're hilarious.
No.
You can use them too quickly. Hold that gate till the sun goes out.
Well, no.
You can't.
Of course I can, and I'm going to.
This isn't your job.
He always has the worst plans.
What about the vault?
The vault will never exist if I let those things come through.
Well, then somebody else
Yeah.
can stop them.
Nobody else can.
I can.
Oh no.
No one else can do this, not like I can.
We can. I'm ready. I'll guard the gate with you.
Oh,
I'll fight by your side.
yes!
Awesome.
In turns.
Two of you can't hold the gate.
2 of them. I'm counting more than 2. The
Oh,
Legion of the Ninth stands ready to serve.
oh shit.
Be brave. I can't bear brave people.
Oh.
Story in the stone.
Ready?
No, listen to me. No, listen.
You're
Oh.
wrong, Doctor. It's their destiny. Not yours.
But how are they gonna last?
Advance.
Oh. Oh, they're going in.
Car. She's holding the gate. Remember, her name is Car. Car.
God damn it, that's why crows say that.
Yeah, you were wrong. Shall we go back home? Time you were guarding that vault. We don't want Missy getting any ideas.
One should always try to avoid those. Hello. Well, you lot were ages. I was getting ever so worried.
What? How
The
did?
vault.
Well,
So
I
what do we
mean,
do? How could this happen? It's all right now, Dale. She's been doing some work for me.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
Some
I'm sorry,
work?
I'm sorry.
How are the engines?
Better than you deserve. You are naughty. Do you ever do basic maintenance?
No, but I've got a plan for that.
What?
You.
Well, seriously.
well, she's gonna
I'm
like.
doing chores for you now.
I'm bio-locked out of the controls. I can't even get through those doors. I'm
Oh,
as
okay.
much a prisoner here as I am in the vault.
I don't even know why I'm crying. Why do I keep doing that now?
I don't know.
Nah.
Maybe you're trying to impress me.
Yes.
Would you like a brush?
The alternative is that this is for real.
Huh.
And it's time for us to become friends again.
It's been
Do you
2,000
think
years.
so?
Take it slow.
That's the trouble with hope. It's hard to resist.
Yeah. Uh. She's. I can't tell. I cannot tell if she's legit or not. Which is hilarious, because this is the master we are talking about, you know? This is the master we're talking about. Not just some villain or whoever. It's like, this is the master. And I am sitting here, and I don't know. I don't know. I can't figure her out. Oh, boy. Alrighty, that was episode 10. Good episode. Good episode. Okay. So, interesting stuff with Missy. So we're not going into just a straight up another 3-parter like I thought. We did have another one-off episode, which is good. But yeah. God, just such interesting stuff with Missy. You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of, was it Scream of the Shalka? Where the Master was just, like, on the TARDIS, like, as an AI or something. I don't even remember what it was, but it was, like, the Master was like just like part of the TARDIS or something. It kind of reminds me of that, you know, because she says like, oh, well, I can't, you know, I'm bio-locked out of the controls. I can't even, you know, open the door. So that was interesting. And I like that it's like, okay, you know, is she just going to be coming along now? It's like, no, he's having her do maintenance. Like, that's really funny, you know? All this time, he has not done any sort of real maintenance on the TARDIS. So we'll just have someone else do it. Like, that honestly does sound right. And man, just at the end, just like, oh man, you know, perhaps we could be friends again. Like, oh shit, man. It's been thousands of years for both of them. Of course, we don't even know, like, how old they are in comparison to each other. Like, you know, we vaguely know how old the Doctor is. You know, at this point, he says he's 2,000 years old. Obviously, you know, I know that there's a lot of, like, contradictions and stuff with the Doctor's age. So, let's just stick with the age that he says. He's 2,000 years old. But we don't know how old Missy is, you know? She might be 2,000 years old. She might also be, like, who knows, just, like, 1,000 years younger than him. Because maybe she hasn't gone through, you know, just all of the, you know, because she has her different adventures. You know, the reason... Okay, so, from the revival, we had the Ninth Doctor say he's 900, and then years passed until eventually, you know, the 11th Doctor had a time jump to 1,100 years old. Then he had the, you know, 900-year jump in the time of the Doctor, which gets us to Capaldi, who is now 2,000 years old. But it's possible that, you know, Missy, the Master, hasn't gone through, you know, a lot of that, so she may honestly be, like, 1,000 years younger. But still, just so long for both of them since they were friends. But the Doctor's playing it safe. I like that. The Doctor is playing it safe, like, you know, it's like, oh, that's the tricky thing about hope, you know? It's, like, he I feel like he wants that. He wants to have his friend back, you know? He wants to legitimately have his friend. But he is being very, very cautious about it. I forgot to unplug the phone. Damn it. Oh. Blew it. Man, I have to say, I love their chemistry together. Like, it's so amazing, you know? And I definitely get that it's like... I mean, I get that there is, like, some sort of unspoken romance almost between the two of them. Like a weird sort of, like, you know... Like, I don't want to say, like, oh, well, you know, the two of them, you know... The two of them, you know, will fall in love or anything like that. It's like, no, it's some weird bunk-ass romance between the two of them. And maybe that's just because, A, this is the Master we're talking about. Anything the Master does is, like, kind of weird and stuff, even if it has good intentions. But two, it could just be the fact that the Master is a woman now. And obviously Michelle Gomez is, you know, blowing it out of the park every time she's on screen. So it could just be that. You know, it's like if I look at the Master and the Doctor in previous incarnations, like, I don't really see that same sort of, you know, I don't really see that same sort of, like, tension, I guess, between the two of them, you know? So, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, okay, I don't see that between, like, Tennant and John Sim, you know? I don't really see that sort of romantic angle between the two of them. But then again, that's the thing, is that none of the other Masters have gone through something like this, where the Doctor is basically, like, forcing them to be good, is basically reforming the Master, you know? And maybe that's part of it. Maybe that's part of it, is the fact that she is going through this sort of, I guess, character arc, I suppose. I don't know, but that's the thing, is that I can't bring myself to say this is all legit, because this is the Master we're talking about, and I just don't feel like this is going to be legit. Which is unfortunate, you know? But the Doctor also is sort of hesitant. He's like, look, I don't know if you're legit or not. Like, that would be great if I could have my friend back, you know, if we could be friends again, and, you know, maybe you are legit, but I'm very cautious about this. So I like that. I like that he's being smart about what he's doing with her, you know? Let's see. We can go ahead and hop into the other notes for, you know, the rest of the episode that happened. Roman Britain. That was nice, just going back to Roman Britain. I always like it when they do that. Again, I did kind of wish we could have seen Rory, but obviously that's in a different timeline, and where he was an Auton and stuff like that, so obviously that would not work, but that would just, I don't know, it would be cool. But yeah, so this monster, as the title of this episode says, the Eater of Light. So that was really interesting. I like the design of it. Like, it's not just like, oh, just some creature. Like, I like that it's sort of, like, I don't know, like, I'd see this sort of design maybe on, like, Castlevania. Hang on. Something's up with my mustache. It's like, I don't know. Something's weird about my mustache right now. Anyway. But yeah, it's like this kind of, it did kind of look like some sort of, like, hell demon on Castlevania or something, you know? As a quick side note, this is totally off topic, but last night I just finished watching Castlevania Season 3. It was hot garbage, so just wanted to let you guys know that. The first 2 seasons are good. Season 3 is hot garbage. So anyway, moving on. So yeah, like, so it's an interesting design. I like that. And, you know, the tentacles and stuff like that. Now, we didn't see a whole lot of it, like, you know, taking in light and stuff like that. But yeah, it was definitely just an interesting design. Just all, like, the tentacles and stuff. And there was, like, this slime. The slime just kind of was there, but I like that it's like, okay, it's cured by sunlight, I guess. So yeah, that was interesting. And then yeah, this whole thing with, like, the Ninth Legion. And it's like, okay, that's a nice, like, sort of mystery. It's like, oh, the Ninth Legion just, you know, up and disappeared. It's like, no, they were all slaughtered by, you know, one Light Eater. So that was interesting. And then we had the barbarians. I don't know, like, what they were actually called. I hesitate to say, like, the Saxons or anything. Like, I'm not really sure, like, who they would be. So they just call them the barbarians. But yeah, that's why it's like barbarians. They're barbarians by the standards of Romans, but anything that's not Roman is basically a barbarian, you know? So yeah. But they were interesting, and I like this whole thing. It's like, okay, so one person is sent in every so often, like every few years, and they basically fight back whichever creature will come through. And that was interesting that it's like, okay, so they fight for a few minutes, but it's like 60 years basically in... Now, okay, they said it's like, okay, they're in there for like a few minutes, but on the outside, it's like 60 or 70 years pass. But they said the gate opens like once every year. So I don't know how that works. Unless it's just that someone does, you know, like, even if the portal opens every year, there's still that one person in there for all that time, and then after they're dead, basically, they send in a new person after all that time. I don't know. It's very, like, kind of confusing, but whatever. So yeah. I did like the Ninth Legion being modern. Like, I thought that was kind of funny. Because it's like, yeah, immediately I was like, oh, they may be trying to do something here, you know, with Belle. They're trying to, like, impress her and stuff, and it's like, and she picks up on that too. It's like, oh, look, I should tell you. And at first I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna understand this, Bill. Like, this is such a foreign concept to them. But it's like, no, they totally they totally got it. It's like, oh, you only like women. Like, oh, okay. Oh, you're like him. He only likes men. And I do like he says, like, some men more handsome than you. Whatever the hell his name. What the hell was his name? Was it Lucius? Was it just Lucius? I guess it was just Lucius. Yeah. Lucius looked familiar. I can't place him, though. He was in The Force Awakens. Okay, I could have sworn he was on, like, Game of Thrones or something. Like, he looked like an actor that would have been there, but no. Not seeing it. He was also in Dunkirk, apparently. Huh. Well, I don't remember him if that's the case. Dang it, I reacted to Dunkirk. What? I reacted to Dunkirk and I don't remember this guy being in there. So, dang it. But yeah, I thought that was really funny. Yeah, it's like, oh, no, they understand. They have a fellow soldier that's like that. And I like they say, it's like, oh, well, I don't think it's really, narrow-minded or anything. And it's like, wait, what? And it's like, oh, no, it's perfectly fine that you're so restricted. And it's like, oh, they look at her like she's the weird, she's the close-minded one. It's like, oh, no, she restricts herself. She has her standards. She only, goes for women, or, he only goes for men, and him only some men. And it's like, and he's like, I go for anyone, It's like, oh, okay. It's just an interesting, little sort of, I guess, twist on the conversation, Which originally, that's the thing. The whole thing is sort of a twist on the conversation, because you expect when you tell, you would expect when a character goes up to a Roman soldier in the 2nd century AD and is like, yo, I'm gay, they would be like, what the hell are you talking about? And then you say it, it's like, that makes no fucking sense. That's what you expect. And then just that entire conversation basically flips. Like, there's 2 different twists in there. So I thought that was funny. I just wanted to mention that. Let's see. The gatekeeper, yada, yada, yada. I did like, again, the Doctor basically having to be kind of a parent in this one, Like, he definitely brought the tough love to... He definitely brought the tough love to this situation, which he normally doesn't. But, I mean, they were all pretty young, It's like, okay, the commander of the 9th Legion now, he's only 18. Kar, she's really young. It's like, all right. So, I like the Doctor basically had to play parent and, had to force them to grow up. But then it went further than he realized. So, and I do like when they all get together and they're actually talking. And it's like, oh, they're speaking. It's like, oh, you Romans, you're speaking our language. And like, no, you're speaking Latin. And, Bill's obviously like, oh, well, you're all speaking English to me. And it's like, that was actually a very interesting moment where it's like, okay, they have to, they can actually communicate now, because they never would have. They never would have communicated because they don't speak the same language. Unless you got someone who could translate, but... I don't know if the Romans really would have done that. I mean, maybe it's possible that they would have people to do that, but there wouldn't be widespread usage because it's like, they wouldn't all know the different languages and stuff. Maybe they'd have one translator, but for the most part, you're just there to, conquer, to plunder and all that stuff. So they never actually just talked, and now they have that opportunity thanks to the TARDIS. Like, that was very, very clever. I like that. And then, yeah, Kar and the 9th Legion went into... Okay, so I guess they're all just going to... They're going to fight for years and years and years. And because there's so many of them, they said it's like, okay, well, normally, they fight in there for a few minutes, but 60 or 70 years pass. But if there are a bunch of them, they could fight in there for years for them, which could be... thousands of years, on Earth. So that was really interesting, And yeah, it was interesting, the Doctor being like, oh, well, I'll go in there, and it's like, oh, well, I won't die. I'll just keep regenerating, I'll just keep regenerating and keep fighting. It is interesting, when the Doctor sort of pulls out a situation like that, where it's like, like in, what the hell was the episode called? I don't remember. Oh, no. Okay, jeez. Whew. I accidentally hit play instead of hitting X, and all it showed me for like a split second was just a door opening, and I just saw Missy. So now I know Missy's gonna be in the next episode. Oh well. It was the Pyramid at the End of the World. That was it. I couldn't remember. But in Pyramid at the End of the World, he is like, oh well, I can't, get out of this combination lock because I'm blind. It's like, well, I guess I'll just have to die. And then Bill was like, no, I'll get your eyesight back with the monks. And he's like, no, just let me die here. It's like, it's always interesting when the Doctor basically is put in this situation of, no, just no, leave me. I will die. It's fine because this will save the world. It's like, no, I will go in and fight them for all eternity because I can keep regenerating. Like, don't worry about it. It's like, no, Doctor, you just can't do this, you know? You just cannot do this. Or even like, actually, because, you know, he said it's like, oh, well, get in the TARDIS, you know, the TARDIS will take you home. Return trips are very easy. It's honestly the same as Parting of the Ways when the Ninth Doctor sends Rose home and it's like, oh, the TARDIS is sending you home. Just leave it. Just, you know, get out, close the doors, leave her there for the rest of eternity. It's like, I you know, and that was, I guess, more of like, we're fighting someone I can't let get the TARDIS, but it was also just like, I could die here, but I'm sending you out. So it's just an interesting situation when, you know, he ends up doing that. It's like, oh, I will die here. Even like another example, because I'm just full of examples today, is in the library when he's like, oh, I'll, you know, use my brain or whatever, and then River's like, no, it'll kill you. You won't even regenerate. So she does it. So she takes the sacrifice anyway instead of him. You know, it's just, I just like that. Anytime the Doctor sort of puts himself into situations like, yeah, he is going to die, and then someone has to get him out of it, and that was definitely here. But yeah, I guess that was pretty much it. The only other thing, you know, I wrote down was, you know, Missy on the TARDIS. Which again, I really, really like. I like what they're doing. I like what they're doing with her. It honestly, see, here's the thing. I know this is Capaldi's final season, and I'm very curious how this is all going to wrap up. God, I wish I had another season though. I want another season of the Doctor and, you know, whatever this character arc is going with Missy, you know. So, oh well. But we've still got technically 3 episodes, 2 episodes of the season, and then I know we do have the Christmas special. So I'll be very excited to see where we're going with those episodes. But that is pretty much it. With all that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. If you want to watch more of my Doctor Who reactions, you can click on the playlist, you can subscribe if you haven't done that already, and be sure to hit that notification bell. You can support me on Patreon and follow me on social media, links below in the description. See you guys later.